The tariffs are so poorly planned that he's taxing penguins, not Putin, because the tax is levied on the herd in McDonald Islands, where only penguins live, but he's leaving Russia alone. This week, Donald Trump made one of the dumbest decisions he's ever made as president, and that is saying a whole lot. Instead of fixing inflation, which he promised to do, Donald Trump unleashed a wave of tariffs that will make inflation much, much worse. It is estimated the average American family will pay $5,000 more a year because of these tariffs. It is believed that these tariffs will hurt our economy and families from one end of America to the other. Here's what the nonpartisan chairman of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, just said. It will increase inflation and slow growth. So, I am introducing an amendment to the Senate budget resolution with Senator Klobuchar and many other Dems that says that the amendment will make sure that any tariff put in place after January 20th, 25 will be rescinded if they have increased the costs of groceries, medicines, or other secondary goods. We leave in place the tariffs only on China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea. Now, Trump promised to lower prices on day one. Remember that? Well, they're going way up. And why is he doing these tariffs? Why would he do something like this? Because the Republican Party is in the vice grip of a group of very greedy billionaires. They have a billionaire bubble. And they say, all this money from tariffs could help make our taxes lower. It's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. The amendment that we're doing calls for rescinding Trump's disastrous, chaotic tariffs that are hurting Americans. Everything's going to go up. Groceries, medicines, cars, gasoline, furniture, clothing, you name it. It's going to go up because this is across the board, across the world. And by the way, businesses hate this, not just big businesses, small businesses. They need certainty. And when they hear about all these tariffs coming out, they don't hire any new people. They don't expand any services. They don't build a new plant. They say, these tariffs are coming. I better keep my money in my pocket, increasing the chance of a recession significantly. The major banks have just increased the chances that we'd have a recession where it's harder to get a job, keep a job, pay the bills than under more normal circumstances. So we have here a pincer of pain. On the one hand, Trump and the Republicans are taking away vital services in health care and in housing and in food and in so many other things Americans need, and then at the same time, with the other side of the pincer, they're squeezing them by creating higher prices. So, all day long, Democrats are going to come to the floor to expose the sheer destruction of the Republican agenda. People are learning. They're learning that the Republicans that Donald Trump, Musk, Doge, and the Republicans are not on their side. They're learning that these people are doing things just for the billionaires. And they are learning that Donald Trump is not only breaking his promise to them, but he's betraying them. Senator Wyden.
Thank you, Leader. So here's where...
Forgot one point. This is one of my favorite points. I left it out. The tariffs are so poorly planned, the tariffs are so poorly planned that he's taxing penguins, not Putin, because the tax is levied on the herd in McDonald Islands, where only penguins live, but he's leaving Russia alone. Thank you for that little addition.